Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. How's it going, my friends? What's everybody doing? I'm like trying to look at myself on the computer. Spill your drink down. So welcome. My name is Debbie Tona. I am the owner and furniture artist down here at Tona Transformations. We are in downtown Namp, Idaho. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining. If you're an OG, thanks for coming back. You guys always make me happy to see your faces. To see your names, actually. I don't really see your faces. Thumbnails are so small, like on my screen, that I never can tell what anybody looks like unless I click, right? And then so many people don't have their profile pics set to their actual faces. It's like their kids or something. Mine was with my grandkids forever. So I grabbed this table. I'm trying to get ready. I'm going to do a show next week. And so I've been pumping out furniture. Like I'm sitting in this back room and I have this one's almost done, 2, 3, 4 pieces that I did this week. And this week is Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, that's not true. I did one last week, 1.5. I did like 2 this week. If I can get this one over here finished, I'll show you what they look like in a minute. But they're stunning. I don't like to take stuff out of the store to take to a show. I like to just take fresh because I don't want to. I should put this stuff in the store because it's new and then take the stuff in the store. It's so much work. They're just all back here. I just wrap them and take them. So anyhow, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining. I have this table that I thought I might paint quickly to get it so I can take it. I need surface area to set stuff. So I'm going to take a lot of Christmas stuff to the show that I'm doing. And I had pulled out a color from the Terra paint line, but because I just used the Terra paint, which is Dixie Belle's clay-based paint. Freaking fabulous. I forget how much I love that stuff. But then I forgot how long it takes to dry. So I thought that's not going to work on the live. So I pulled out the old trusty vintage duck egg from Dixie Belle. Mine is really thick. And let me see. I can't believe that it's already 4 o'clock. I was talking to Gary Ann earlier. I said, "Oh, I got time," and I go, "Oh my gosh, it's 3:30. I don't have any time." This day just flew by. So basically, we prepped this already. We washed it with White Lightning, which is Dixie Belle's cleaner, and it is a granular product that when you put it with water, you mix it, and it's what you need to clean all your surfaces with. If you don't use it, you're going to have adhesion issues because you never know what they used on it, like oils or anything to play with it before. You just don't know. So I always wash it with White Lightning, and then I rinse it with water. And yes, I know it's wood, but we always wash first. I'm going to try to get in these holes because I am going to wax this, and I'm going to make wax go into the holes. Okay. I'm going to just keep turning this so you guys can see it. There we go. I did some thrifting on, I don't know what day we went, Monday. Oh my gosh, I scored on some cool things, and I was super stoked. I never find stuff like this. And so this table I've had in the back room, this is one that I got a long time ago. I did get it in Oregon when I went. And I thought this would be fun, easy, quick to paint, right? It's cute, and I can set stuff on it. Kind of like my main goal, because I'm doing a show and I need surfaces, right? So I don't go do a show and set up like plastic tables. No, I do a show and I bring all this beautiful furniture. But I also have to keep in mind that I need to bring things that are easy to move and don't weigh 1,000,000 pounds, right? Because we're old and we don't want to be lifting heavy, heavy things in and out. So if you guys live locally, the show that I am going to be in is out in Emmett. at Grit and Grace at the packing shed, which is their Grit and Grace. You know, if you know where Grit and Grace is, you know, as soon as you drop down into Emmett, there's the fruit stand, old fruit stand. I think Sanders fruit stand. Grit and Grace has been in there for like 5 years or longer. I'm not sure. Sorry if I got that wrong, Emily, but amazing, amazing little store. A great friend of mine owns Grit and Grace, and she asked me if I would like to join in this show. They are having a high-end, curated home decor boutique, you know, fun stuff show just in time for before the holidays, right? So they handpicked all the vendors in there. So it's not just your, you know, run-of-the-mill stuff. Shows are all starting for the holidays, right? From this weekend, next weekend. This is next. It starts Thursday night. Thursday night's a private event. If you want to go, it's $35 for tickets. And is this uneven? It's on my table. It's probably my table. $35, and you can go in on Thursday night. I think it's from 6 to 9. And they're going to have like music, and it's going to be like just a fun little girlfriend shopping event. You can go in from 6 to 9 and you get like first, you can see stuff. It won't be crowded. It's always nice to shop when there's not so many people, right? It's $35, but have fun. Like if you guys aren't doing anything and you're just hanging out with your girlfriends, do something for you. Go take it, drive to Emmett. And then on Friday and Saturday, the event will be open, I think noon on Friday, 9 on Saturday. Don't quote me on this. And it's free. You don't have to pay. Which I will tell you, I am doing Vintage Market Days also in December, which is just December. And that show is $15 to get in the first day to shop. And that's a huge show. $10 a day after that. So sorry, a lady just came up and said, oh, she's painting back there. It always throws me off when somebody's standing there watching me. I mean, I don't care, but you guys are watching me. You hear her talking to the door. Okay, so anyhow, lost my train of thought. But Vintage Market Days I will be at too. That's a big show. That's like the one, oh my gosh, that's December, don't quote me. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the first weekend. It's at 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think, of December. So I'm going to do this smaller show and do the big one. So, girl, I've been working my tail end off trying to get stuff ready. Anybody else feel me on that? Crunch time. I wasn't planning on doing the one out at Emmett until a couple weeks ago. So I've just been busting buns. But actually deadlines help me just really get in the groove. And then next week here in the store, we're having a great thing, which I'll be out at Emmett, but the store's open and we are having a really special event here too with the downtown stores, downtown Nampa shops. So Gary Ann will be here running that, and I'll be at the other place. I tell you, with the way times are lately, I got to go do everything I can just to make some extra money to keep the doors open. So that's why I do these things, not because I love it and I'm so excited to be so busy to try to get stuff done for them. It's because I'm trying to keep my doors open. So that's why I do that stuff. But anyhow, I will be here. Well, the store will be here, and it will be the downtown Polar Express event. We have 5 of the vintage shops down here. All of us have a little display, a little train display. It's going to be train themed. It's really cute. Rochelle from the Mustard Seed put a ton of work into this. She's an amazing sister store to me down here in downtown. You know, we all collaborate. We are not in competition. We are all friends. Beautiful mess. We've all been friends for many years and be home. And we like to collaborate to bring people to downtown Nampa because really downtown doesn't get the traffic that it should. And so we're trying to create events that will bring people down. Now, each store will be giving away a prize. And each store will have a display and a secret word. Probably can't guess what mine is. But anyhow, I'm not going to tell you. You have to come and look. And then you're going to have a little passport and you're going to write the secret word instead of us like punching a card and stuff like that. We're just going to put a secret word in every store and you're going to write that secret word down on your passport and you can get your passport from any one of the participating stores. There's 5 of us. Hold on, there's somebody in here that's talking something about me. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay, that was my pharmacy delivering my husband's prescription pills. I was like, wait, who is that man saying he has something for me? So each store will have a secret word and there's a grand prize. It's really cool. Rochelle, I still tell you what, at the Mustard Seed, she killed it. She got a local business to donate a $350 Bluetooth sound system. That's a train. So cute, right? So we're promoting their business also. So yeah, it'll be fun. We have fall, we have Christmas, all of it's out. I want you guys to see, I don't know if you can see on this, but this vintage duck egg doesn't even need a second coat. I don't think I'm going to do a second coat. I think there's enough on here that it doesn't need to have a second coat. I think it covers well enough. Maybe some spots that it was kind of a miss. Okay. And actually, it would have been easier if I would have tipped it upside down and done it, because I could have got all the underneath. Whenever you're doing tables or chairs, it's easier to tip them upside down so you don't have to look underneath things to see what you missed. I'm going to sand the very top of this. What do you guys think? To raw wood, because it's got a beautiful little, I think that's inlaid. So I think when I sand it, it still will be there, and then stain it a prettier color without this shiny. Everything vintage always has this shiny, shiny finish, right? So yeah, that's what's going on in my world. I think most of you are going to catch the replay because it's the day before Halloween, and we will be trick-or-treating down here tomorrow. If you guys want to stop by, come in and see what Gary Ann and I are dressed up as. Find something, right? We're crazy. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. Love, love, love it. Okay, which side did I forget? I could do a better job. I'm going to take and sand this back down so that it shows some distressing, because I like that look a little bit better than just. And don't forget to get like underneath these areas right here, because it's very helpful to get underneath here. Because if somebody sees it from the bottom, it won't look so bad. Let's just dry this one side. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's going to take forever. Let's see where's my thing at. See if I can get it dry and put a little bit of wax. If I don't think I need 2 coats, I will tell you, with this color, this is called vintage duck egg. It's a Dixie Belle color. It's one of my all-time favorite colors from Dixie Belle. It just really, really, this is dry. Let's do this side. It doesn't always need 2 coats. It's that good of a color. Let's just do this way. You can get it dry enough. And you can distress it a little bit. I can show you what the finished look's gonna look like. I will take this off camera and I will sand it with my orbital sander, and this will take it right down. You guys ask me a lot of questions about how I sand my furniture pieces. And the answer is always this. When I sand the piece to prep it, we basically do it by hand. When we stuff it to prep it, we do it by hand. When I strip the top of the table, I use my orbital sander. I have an amazing orbital sander. I use the Festool orbital sander. It's one of the best. It's the Cadillac of sanders. But you can use, you know, if you've got your DeWalt or whatever, if you're using an orbital sander, it makes it a lot easier to not ruin the grain of your piece. If any of you want to see me sand it a little bit, I can definitely do that after we apply some wax on here. But it's loud. Well, it's not loud. Not too loud, but mine has a dust collector, a HEPA filter dust collector, so it's nice. So I don't have any issues. You know, before I did this for a living, I just had the regular, I had a palm sander, which I will say using the orbital sander is much easier than a palm sander. A palm sander will make, you have to make sure you go in the right direction. You can't go willy-nilly, you gotta go with the grain. But orbital sander, you can go any way you want. I think there's something wrong because I see so many people popping on and off, and I think that's probably incorrect. I'm going to move this so that we're more in the light. Shadow. I've got this light stretched here. Let me get closer. I've got my cord. There we go. We can see now. Okay. I just don't want to be in the shadows. 150. This has some great lines to follow, so I'm just going to take it and go up along these accents to just shab it up a little bit, okay? Contrary to popular belief, painted furniture is still in style. It's still wanted. It's still a great accent. I mean, you don't have to have everything painted, but it is a nice accent to add a pop of color into your home. I don't know about you, but vanilla is not a color that is in my home. I love color. I love vibrancy. It makes me happy, right? It doesn't all have to be a black and white world. So I'm just kind of going around and I'm just sanding these edges, these kind of fleur-de-lis things. Get you a little closer. Just pressing with my thumb into the ridge, and that way I can really get that part sanded. Feel free to say hi if you guys want to. I don't know that my StreamYard is actually working correctly because I have had no comments on any of the channels that I'm streaming on right now, which is a whole bunch. So that's fine. They'll all come across as soon as I'm done. And if you guys just want to be quiet little mouthfuls, that's fine too. So then we just wipe it off. So we have a little bit of light is in the wrong position. If I stick it right there, then it my way. Hold on, let me put it behind me. And then I step in front of it and it gives me a shadow. I am just I'm restricted by my cords. Camera cord, my light cord. I don't have either one on extension cords. Come on. There we go. That's better. So then we've got the sanding on there, right? So I only put one coat. Normally I do two, but this one was fine with just one. I'm gonna grab a piece of 220 sandpaper They know that sandpaper goes by grit. The bigger the number, the softer the grit, or the less coarse. So 150 is my ripping sandpaper. I'm going to take this 220. I'm just going to lightly go over the paint. And remember, I only did one coat. I will say that every color with Dixie Belle, I generally use 2 coats, except sometimes with Vintage Duck Egg, I don't need to use 2 coats to get it to be really pretty. Okay. I'm going to grab some wax. And I have really been crushing on Wise Owl wax. I like to use it now instead of Dixie Belle's wax. It's just creamier wax for me. It's an oil-based wax though. So if you don't like what you do, you gotta strip it off. So we're just gonna do this top part up here. We're going to go ahead and throw some wax on there. And when we do, the paint does get a little more vibrant. Not a lot, just a little bit. And what this does is it seals it in there. Okay. I'm gonna move this camera. It's hard to do that. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of their dark brown wax. And I like DIY's dark brown wax. It's my favorite. Just came back in stock just the other day, so I've been out of stock for months. So I haven't had the ability to get it. Okay. It's called dark, and it's dark. So I just take a little brush and I'm going to put it in the corners over here and kind of in those grooves, right? In those grooves, so it gets down in there. I'm going to wipe it off. We've already clear waxed it, so we've actually put a protection down, a protection layer down. Okay, so we've done that. It looks like a hot mess. We're going to take our microfiber and we're going to wipe it back. And that dark brown is just going to stay settled into the grooves, which is what I want. I want it to just look kind of old, kind of and it's just as easy as that. The wax will cure in 30 days. It'll become hard as a rock. The paint is already dry. It's just not cured. It takes about 30 days for paint to cure fully. I kind of like that it's just not very like painted, even though you look down here and you see how pristine these legs are, right? Well, once you start to stand on them, they I got all my stuff on top of me. I can't get through the. I'm trying to show you the light. I should have put the light behind the camera, which wasn't smart enough. I'm too far from the plug. Let's see if I can get it. We can go over here to this one. I'm just going to do it with my 220. I'm going to smooth sand out the thing, and then I'm going to take my 150 and I'm going to rip it down so that I can get into those grooves. So the detail on the leg really shows, right? I'm going to let the color of the natural wood just shine through. And then once you wax it, you add a little bit of this deeper brown, and then this is soft as butter. I'm going to go down, and then I'm just going to wax. Any questions, you guys? Quiet bunch today. Please say hi to me. Make me tell I'm talking to myself. So I am streaming on my Instagram stream didn't work. It bailed out on me, but Facebook and YouTube. But right, a little bit of clear wax. Put that on. You don't need a ton. Get it on there. Wipe it off. Do not forget to wipe off your wax. If you don't wipe it off, guess what? It's just a big sticky mess months from now. A little bit of dark wax, get it all into those grooves. Then go down, do it down here. And kind of put on this whole leg because I don't mind if it makes the leg dark. It's kind of the look I'm going for. And I'm gonna wipe it off right away. And what that does is deepen. It adds the brown into the crevices and makes it actually look really shabby. It's actually looking like an old table that's been sitting somewhere for a long time. Vintage. It is a vintage table, but it just didn't have the right look. So super easy to achieve with not very many products. One thing of paint, a couple things of wax, and bada bing, bada bung, you have an entirely new look to this furniture, right? So I'm going to show you, try to show you what I've been working on. What it looks like. Because I've been pretty busy back here, and I have a bunch of YouTubes getting ready to get done that I'm going to send what I'm going to do. This is one of them. I'm not done. I just started on this one today. This is one of them. This one over here is done. This is one of them. She's pretty. Let me show you the other couple. I've got patina going on. I've got, look at this pretty one. This one. I'm in love with this color green. Look at how beautiful that table is. If you guys need a pop of color in your house, this is Tara's Pistachio. Tara is Dixie Belle paint, and the color is Pistachio. Oh my gosh. So freaking fabulous, right? I'm working on this one. This is one I did in my patina class last weekend. I showed as an example, and this is what it looked like if you were in that class after it cured and did its thing. And then we have this gorgeous girl. So those are all new pieces that will be available shortly. And look at the top. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, focus. I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Anybody got any good ideas? Come on, focus. Anyhow, well, here I am. So I'm going to focus on me now. So that's what I've been working on. I have a lot more to do, and I'm trying to get ready and do all the things. So I hope you had fun today. If you guys have questions, let me know. If you watch the replay, let me know. Okay, you guys, this next week is going to be busy here in the store, busy for us everywhere. So just follow us on socials, newsletter, all the information's in there. Class on Saturday is the decoupage. You get to pick a reindeer or a snowman. There's 2 spots left, $59. It's a phenomenal class. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn all the techniques that I just showed you on the peony dresser. It's the same thing. I'm doing it on a little sign. It's the same thing that I do on a big dresser. So if you want to learn how to do that, there's 2 spots left. Okay, you guys, go out, be fabulous. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, you know where to get a hold of me.